Hey noble ones, welcome back to my channel. This is the Metatron speaking and I'm ready to begin a new crusade. In fact, close the helmet, close the helmet. Now, this isn't necessarily news, but it is something that I would like to talk about because I believe it is a problem within social media space, but in general, educational channels, particularly those connected to ancient civilizations, classical antiquity, the medieval period and whatnot. If you write medieval knights on your search engine on YouTube, and then you start scrolling down, you will be inundated with AI channels. AI channels everywhere. Now, honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell you when the situation got this bad. And this, of course, isn't just a situation that has to do with YouTube, but it's also the same on Facebook. Everywhere. It's like these days, you can't look for something that has to do with ancient Rome, Carthaginians, ancient Greece, Vikings, medieval knights, all of the things we love, without having to first sift through a monumental amount of complete, utter AI trash. For instance, in this case, I ran into this channel called Historical Veils. And if we open this video, just to have an example, the true life of a medieval knight revealed, the first thing you see is clearly AI-generated images, and the voice, I believe, is AI-generated too. And therefore, there is a very high chance that just like the situation on Facebook with all of these pages that spam AI-generated images or sometimes steal images from authors and artists without crediting them, they post 25 to 30 times a day and they literally flood the system. And when it comes to the information presented, that's also AI, which means it's gonna be full of wrong interpretations, wrong dates, wrong information. It is indeed a disinformation campaign that has been supported, in fact fostered, by not only the likes of Meta, because it seems like, if anything, they want to increase the number of AI that we have to deal with when it comes to bot, but it makes money. It's a viable way to make money, and of course for very little effort. I mean, compare it to a channel like mine, where I have to do the research and sit down and pay researchers and pay the thumbnail artists and learn the script and recite it into a camera and do the editing. Now, given I don't make more than 8 to 10 of videos like that, which is why I've been adding React content, commentary content, but also just simpler videos just to kind of fill in the gaps in order for me to be able to continue to have a high output, which is absolutely necessary these days when it comes to making YouTube your job. However, it's really difficult for me to go for more than 8 to 10 fully researched, deep researched and well edited and put together videos, because we have to double check the information. We care about not spreading misconceptions, and so that's the number that I can sustainably put out when it comes to output, because once again, it's an educational channel. But the competition is this.
Have you ever wondered what it was really like to live as a knight in medieval times? Not the fairy tale version, but the gritty, raw reality of donning heavy armor, riding into battle, and living by a code that demanded everything: loyalty, bravery, and sometimes even your life. Knights were the superheroes of their age.
Oh my gosh, look at the faces. Look at what the heck happened to the faces here. Holy moly.
Admired and feared in equal measure. But beyond the shining armor and legendary tales...
Yeah, look at this, like completely deformed. The weapon, I think this... What was it? Was it a sword swing that became a sword blur?
...lay a life of relentless training, brutal combat, and complex loyalties. Today, we're peeling back the layers of myth.
Also, did you notice that the subtitles are often wrong? Like in this case, it's saying peel, but in the subtitles it says pin. Well, this happens throughout the entire video, and those are hardwired into the video. We're not using YouTube's automatically generated subtitles. It's the the AI doesn't know what it's saying.
To uncover the truth about...
Uncover the truth, guys. We are uncovering the truth
what
here.
It meant to be a knight. What drove these warriors to dedicate their lives to a code of honor? How did they balance the harshness...
Oh, this guy just has a helmet face. Holy moly.
...of battle with the expectations of nobility? Your life was anything but easy.
And a lot of the stuff that, oh my gosh, the face here. And a lot of the stuff that you hear is either myths, they will spread myth and call them truths, or it's just the most generic, oh my gosh, cookie cutter. The medieval period was very good and impressive, but not with twists. There was violence, but there were also people that lived in a big castle, and the castle was made of stone, and stones needed to be quarried, but trees also existed in the Middle Ages, and that was impressive. Like literally, it's like there's nothing, it's air, it's fried air. This is what this is.
Armor is the image that immediately comes to mind when we think of knights, but wearing it wasn't as simple as donning a suit. Each piece was painstakingly crafted by blacksmiths to fit the knight perfectly, a process that could take months. A full suit of armor weighed anywhere between 45 and 60 pounds. It was a marvel of engineering, designed to provide maximum protection while allowing the knight to remain mobile. But wearing it was an ordeal. Imagine the claustrophobia of being encased in steel, with limited vision through the narrow slits of your helmet.
Oh, the irony. Those are narrow slits? You can fit an entire CRT in there.
Breathing could be a challenge, especially during combat, and yet this armor saved lives. It could deflect sword blows, arrows, and even the crushing weight of a mace, but it wasn't invincible. A well-placed dagger to the joints or neck could still bring a knight down.
Yeah,
When
that's
knights
definitely AI summary.
weren't fighting, their lives were far from idle.
I imagine even the editing has been done with AI.
Set of rules that knights followed without question.
What on earth happened here? It was supposed to be a mace, but then it's a sword. Oh, goodness gracious.
A moral compass guiding their every action. But in truth, picture a medieval battlefield. The thunder of hooves, the clash of steel, and the screams of the wounded. Knights were the elite soldiers of their time, often leading the charge into battle. But the reality of combat was far from glamorous. It was chaotic, brutal, and unforgiving. A single mistake, a misjudged strike, a stumble in the mud could mean death. Knights fought not just with swords, but also with
whatever this is. And oh yeah, there we go. It's just a thing. It's like you have a handle. I suppose either you can choose between a broken sword here, completely broken, again, in case you like the point and click for PlayStation 1, and you know, you want to bring that in battle, or this. You have a handle of what was supposed to be a mace that turns into a blade, so you can, you know, it'd be pretty good for a murder stroke, I suppose. You don't have to worry about the range. Oh my gosh. And this, it's like, oh my, look, it's the axe molded, blended together. It's you know how you have double axes? This is a double handle axe. You have two handles. Aye.
lances, maces, and axes.
What the heck is this? It's like the piece of a katana?
Each weapon had its purpose.
Oh, well, why? Yeah, this is gonna protect you so well, mate. Yeah, you can, it's not even that you can fit an arrow through this or a rondel dagger, misericordia and whatnot. You can fit a train. You can fit a horse.
Lances were used in the initial charge, designed to break enemy lines. Swords and maces came into play during the melee, where the fighting was up close and personal. Survival on the battlefield required more than strength. It demanded strategy, quick thinking.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like the most obvious. Survival on the battlefield demanded more than strength. You had to have strategy. Wow, we uncovered the truth, revealed.
And even for those who survived, the physical and emotional scars could last a lifetime.
Actually, this is the only thing that they're getting right. This video is a perfect representation of the emotional and physical scars that will haunt me for the rest of my life because of the PTSD that I'm gonna get by looking at this exploded face. Right. Tournaments.
When knights weren't at war, they competed in tournaments. These events were more than just entertainment.
Well, since this is open, clearly, I imagine the people compete. Well, that's a lot of people, by the way. That is a... Are these on horseback? Why are they all... Oh my gosh, this is how many stories?
Were a way for knights to hone their skills and earn fame. Right. Jousting was the centerpiece of most tournaments. Imagine galloping at full speed.
Imagine putting your arm as if you're wearing a shield, but the shield is actually on your side here for some reason. This guy didn't even bother.
Aiming a lance at your opponent while bracing for the impact.
Yeah, the horse is already braced for the impact. He lost a leg. He's only got one leg, and the other, yeah.
Victory brought honor, but the risks were immense.
Yeah, in fact, yeah, this kid down here is not having it. He's gonna throw up.
Broken bones and concussions were common, and some knights even died in these events. Tournaments
I have a dedicated video that took me a whole week to research on how dangerous jousting was. Of course, that video did not get views because the algorithm hates it when I put in the research. So I'm gonna show you. So, shameless plug, I suppose. I got this video, How Dangerous Jousting, where we read the source. I don't just say, of course, people got hit and some people died, but broken bones, often. You just say often, but you're not basing that often on actual statistical studies having read the source. No, it's just, often happened. Yeah, well, I would suggest this video of mine. I would suggest where we actually read the sources and see what medieval people say, the actual knights or the people that were attending those tourneys and festivals, and report back and tell us about the dangers and what happened. Sorry to interrupt, please.
also included melee battles, where teams of knights fought in chaotic mock battles. These were anything but safe.
You should have started with that because that's the first iteration.
The line between sport and real combat
Now, the line between this man's hand and his lance, I suppose, is blurred.
was often blurred, and injuries were frequent. Despite the risks, tournaments were a highlight of a knight's life.
Oh, we got a couple of Templars here with a wrong Templar gown, of course.
They were a chance to showcase bravery, win prizes, and perhaps catch the eye of a noble lady.
Or catch a, what's that? A whole full metal with a metal rim, and something happened in the middle here. I mean, mate, this shield, yeah, if you need to impress the lady, look, she's not impressed because you didn't spend more than $20 on this shield. I'm sorry, but the art is in the middle. No, not a good coat of arm, man. No.
Bravery, win prizes, and perhaps catch the eye of a noble lady.
Decline.
By the late Middle Ages, the once glorious role of knights began
Yeah,
to...
no, I had enough. I'm sorry. Oh, boom, look at that. I thought it was a dragon. No dragons? Come on, AI, what you doing? We need a little dragon here and there. Yeah, so anyways, that's what we're talking about. Let's check out the actual channel. What have we got? Thousand Mystery, Empire's Fall, Decline Egyptian Empire, How Rome Conquered. Let me see Rome.
Have you ever wondered how Rome, a rising city-state in Italy, managed to conquer one of the most influential civilizations in history, Greece? This wasn't just another war.
No.
It was a game of politics, diplomacy, and shifting power that would change the course of Western civilization forever.
Yeah, the usual nothing burger when they just say it was a game of shifting power, politics, strategy, violence, and war.
Stick around until the end because today we'll explore not just the battles, but the motives, the strategies, and the surprising twists behind
the surprising armor that this guy is wearing, and also why is the temple not in color? Holy moly, what is he wearing? You know, when I complain about the leather bracelets, well, this guy's bracelet is under his dermis. This must be like a cyberpunk implant from Cyberpunk 2077.
Rome's conquest of Greece. Welcome to Historical Veils, where we peel back the layers of history to reveal the untold stories of
the untold stories, the untold. So this is the place where, never mind, searching and research and all of that stuff. No, this is the place where this person on the right, I don't know what happened to their head. Oh, I know what happened to their head. He's so ugly that his face looks like his neck just threw up. Look at his arm. What is it? Cthulhu? This is the one they call him, Cthulhu.
Past. Let's dive right in. To understand how Rome conquered Greece, we have to first rewind several centuries to see where Greece was and where Rome was heading. Greece, as you might know, had experienced its golden age much earlier. We're talking about the Greece of philosophers like Socrates and military strategists like Alexander the Great. But by the 3rd century BCE, the Greece we're talking...
Of course he's gonna use BCE. I have a dedicated video. This guy, I don't know what happened to this guy. Oh, it's the Scream from Munch. How the heck do you read it? Yeah, it's him. It's here. Wow. And it's funny because it looks like he's got a pole weapon through his helmet.
About was a
leather bracelets. Let's go. Leather.
shadow of its former self. The once great city...
No, this is a shadow of its former self. And why does this look like a modern battlefield somewhere in the Middle East, by the way? Yeah, even the color of the armor looks like this guy on the left is clearly a soldier with an AR-15 that was... Oh my gosh, AI slop.
States, Athens, Sparta, Corinth, had all lost...
None of which has been shown here ever. Let me see. Oh, the Praetorians. Are these the Praetorians? Are these the Praetorians? Oh my gosh, the armor. Yeah, there is a cyborg in here. For some reason, there is a cyborg on top. And then, yeah, a couple monsters. Man, this is nightmare fuel. Look at the one on the right. This is half a human, half a lion. The heck is that? Third Macedonian War, and there is a donkey man, donkey human. I don't know why the AI in this case, I don't know which one they're using, but it can't differentiate between humans and animals. This could be a little dangerous, in fact, if they decide to make burgers with us and conquer the world. Oh, nice. This guy, I think was supposed to be wearing musculata armor, but the AI got confused and thought that, that the actual breastplate is his skin. So, wow. Oh my gosh. And the hands. Look at the hand. Look at the hand. Absolute horrible AI nonsense. As I was saying, he's on Facebook as well. And that's what they do. How often does he post? How often does he post? Yeah. 20th of November, 20th of November, 20th of November, 6th of 3 on this day, then on the 6th, 4th, 14th of October. Actually, doesn't post as much as they usually do. What is it? What is that? Is that the Hungarians in the Middle Ages, I guess? Genghis Khan, Mongols, Unstoppable, Vikings. I knew it. I knew it was going to be Vikings, obviously. Traders, or is there something more? Rome could have seen the early warning sign. Oh no, this looks terrible. Oh, this looks so bad. What is this? What are they? This guy's helmet is semi-transparent. Of course, leather bracelets everywhere, because that's probably what the AI sees everywhere. Why Rome didn't conquer Vikings? Because they didn't exist? The Viking Age? No, I can't. I just can't do it. I can't deal with it. This is giving me PTSD. Now, please watch my channel, main channel. No, thank you. No, I'm not. I refuse. Close it immediately. That's where we are, noble ones. That's where we are. So I think I'm gonna have to start a crusade. Every time I find one of these that starts to get... This one actually didn't have many views, so I guess I just attacked it before. But if I see some of these channels and they start getting a lot of views, I'm gonna go on a full-on crusade. I will unmask each and every single one of these. Also because, unfortunately, I think some people... It's not that they're gonna necessarily think that this is good quality content, but I think that some people might just... Maybe they're watching something else and they let it play in the background, and then this thing starts playing and you don't even look at it, and you hear this voice, the Roman Empire started to do this, but Greece at this time was not actually Greece, but they were fighting the Vikings while Vikings were... And so people are gonna hear this in the background, and I think it's gonna get to a point where, depending on who it is, what if they repeat something like this? It's misinformation. It's disinformation campaign, and it's rewarding the least possible amount of work that someone can put into the production of content output, and the way it's put on this, and it's just flooding these social media platforms with horrible AI slop. And when it comes to the images, oftentimes the voices, the information presented is just something writing, write a script about the Romans versus Vikings, and the AI is written, so he reads it or writes it. Why did the Romans didn't conquer the Vikings? And why did the Romans didn't conquer the Japanese during World War II? Why did the Romans not conquer Mars? Why did they... Just wanted to share this with you out of frustration. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, noble ones. Goodbye. Leather bracelets. If you're enjoying this video so far, please take a moment to check out my Patreon page. With as little as a $5 support, you can help us ensure that we can continue to produce high quality and high researched content. And at the same time, you get access to polls, extra videos, unlisted streams, and much more. Thank you so much.